Please welcome him with a big round of applause, the founder and editor-in-chief of Omcom News, Odisha. Thank you very much, sir, for being here today.
Now, let me begin straightway saying that digital media has given me the power to dream. I have been into journalism for more than 2 decades now. I've been into journalism for more than 2 decades, and it was impossible for me to think of becoming an entrepreneur or starting my own media house just a decade ago when digital media was not so active. So that is the power of digital media, which empowers an ordinary working journalist like me to think of starting your own digital media house. So that is the power of digital media. Primarily because of the cost factor, and secondly, it reaches out to the target audience, your own community, which has a big impact. My primary two concerns while running a media house, especially the digital media house, are two. Number one, which we are talking about fake news regarding the credibility of the news that you publish. And second is, which our earlier panelists have also been discussing, regarding the revenue model. All the issues that we talk about, ethics and everything, it all boils down to one factor: who is paying for your news? It costs for news gathering, it costs to hire good people, and in the process of news gathering, if the viewers or the readers are not paying for your news, then somebody else is paying. It might be the government, it might be the businessmen who have their vested interest, and if you are not, the viewers are not paying for the news, then it's somebody else who is paying, and they will run the show according to their interest. And this is something very dangerous, which has shrunk the very purpose of the neutrality of this digital media. I'm proud that people like Mr. Venuji, who runs the Wire and the Scroll, they are torchbearers who give a different opinion. Otherwise, everybody would become the so-called nationalists in giving their views. There won't be a second opinion. The opinion might be national, anti-national, that doesn't matter. But there should be a plural view. And all should get the platform to put forward that view. That is the role of a journalist. And if we don't give platform to such organizations by paying for their news, we can never expect them to be neutral. And in this trying time of media, it is very important that people start recognizing the effort of such small digital media houses who are doing their job properly and try to support them. It's only then they will be empowered to do true journalism in the sense. Regarding fake news, since we have time limitations, there are various ways how we can tackle fake news. Lot many social media platforms like Facebook and Google, they have built up tools which can curtail this menace to some extent. But it's ultimately the viewers who, by applying a very few techniques of common sense, they can easily identify, like fact checking, like giving a critical mindset, like examining the evidence, whether the same news has been posted by some credible other news sites or not. And there are, of course, several fact-checking resources and tools which can give you the idea of how to discriminate between the fake news and that of the real news. So since we have time limitations and I don't want to continue for long, I will end by saying that do recognize the people who are doing good journalism near you and try to promote them. It's only by that you will be able to do a great service to journalism by promoting these right kind of people and media houses. Thank you.